What's up, y'all? Tap in, tap in. If you like substance, go ahead and hit that follow. Let's get into this. This message right here is going to be geared towards all my single men out there. Check this out. You might have to rescue somebody. I'm going to say it again. You might have to rescue somebody. Now, when I say rescue somebody, I'm not talking about taking on a woman who can't take care of herself. I'm talking about taking on a woman who can take care of herself, but she's being overlooked by men for a couple of reasons, right? Maybe she needs to lose a few pounds. Maybe she needs to be told the best way to wear her hair. Maybe she needs to be told how to dress. Maybe she needs to be introduced to the Word of God and the Spirit of God and needs to be shown how to properly follow a man and follow God, right? Maybe she needs that. Maybe she needs to learn how to budget, save her money, right? Not vacation so much, right? Maybe she has a kid, right? This can be a plethora of things, but maybe she needs to be dusted off. And if you can get in there and touch up on a few things, she can become a great wife, right? She can become a great wife. Now, of course, this has to be a woman who is willing to follow your lead, and this has to be a woman who's willing to adhere to your program, and this has to be a woman who is going to also add value to your life, right, and bring peace to your life, right? This is a woman who falls in those categories. But men out there, stop listening to what all the guys saying on the internet. Stop chasing after these Instagram models. Stop trying to find the baddest chick on Facebook. Stop listening to what all these guys on YouTube talking about, telling you to find Mrs. Perfect, right? Check this out. If you haven't found Mrs. Perfect yet, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen, right? Not to mention, you probably got some things you working on or some things you need to work on, right? So go ahead and check this out. You might have to rescue somebody, right? But don't get in no situation. Don't get in over your head. Don't bond with nobody who too far gone. Don't bond with nobody who you feel like it's gonna be too much work. Don't do that. I'm not trying to send you down the path of destruction, right? But trying to find Mrs. Perfect, if you haven't found it yet, like I said, it's not gonna happen. So you might have to rescue somebody. It is what it is. And check this out. When it comes to a woman and her past, we don't want no women who got no wild past. Don't get me wrong. But most women are going to have some type of past, because the truth is this. Most women are easily deceived, especially when a man shows up and he appears to be Mr. Right. They are easily deceived. And I think that it was meant to be that way because God created women to easily follow a man, right? Easily adhere to a man and do what a man wants, do what a man desires. God created a woman to do that. But the problem is, a lot of women have done that for the wrong men. So that's how they get this past, right? That we don't like. And again, it's not rocket science, right? Any man who's dealt with a lot of women, or any man who can get women, knows that there are a lot of women out there who will go. She gonna go. If you step up to the plate, she going, if you know what I'm saying, right? We know that there are a lot of women like that. So that's not a surprise to me. That doesn't anger me, right? The more and more I learn about women and men also, I'm seeing that, well, this is normal for these women to move this way and move that way. You can just sit down and listen to hundreds and thousands of women's stories. You'd be like, wow, you did that? That was stupid. But eventually you're going to come to the conclusion that if a man steps to the plate and he appears to be Mr. Right, she going. She going, and she going to do what she got to do to try to keep him and try to get him. So again, when it comes to a woman's past, we don't want nothing too wild out there. But guys, if she got a little something you can kind of look past, so y'all can talk through, and she can say, yeah, I was dumb, whatever, whatever. You got to have some grace, fellas. You got to have a little bit of grace. But like I said, fellas, you gonna have to rescue somebody. Or single fellas, you might have to rescue somebody. Be willing to do it. It might be the best decision you ever made in your life. But of course, for that to happen, she's got to be willing to follow. She's got to be willing to adhere to your program. And she's got to add value and peace to your life. You can thank me later. I love you all. Be blessed.